Hey guys, Owen from Titanism, or as I am today. Oh my god, that lockdown haircut went well. Man. Not one of my better ones, but is what it is. So as you might be aware, or, well, I say you might be, as you're hopefully aware, hence why you're here, we recently released our second track from Titanism 2. Two of Titanism 2. I'm probably going to cut that. Maybe not. So yeah, the track's called Future, and it is the most guitar-based song that we've ever released so far. Teaser. Anyway, so we're going to kick off with the first verse. The guitar I'm playing is my purple Epiphone SG Muse. It's the guitar that I used for the live video. It's also the guitar that I recorded this song in with last year. So let's start with the first verse, as I was saying. We're in drop C today as usual. The song is in F minor. As usual, I guess. We only really play in two keys. There's only a couple of songs that aren't in them two keys, but today we are in F minor, all based around the 5th fret of the C string. Now, what you want to do is you want to play that 5th fret twice. That is the opening of the section. You can see how long this is going to take. So once you've played the two 5th frets, you want to go to the 8th fret on the 3rd string and pull off as if you're playing an open note. Just like that. Now you do that twice on the 8th fret, and then you move to the 7th fret and play it once. So the whole phrase sounds like this. Now you repeat that, and that's the first 2 times through. Now you want to move to the second phrase, which is actually on the 1st fret. But you want to go to the 4th string. Now on the 4th string, you play the 2nd fret and do the pull-off exactly the same as last time, but you go up to 3 instead, so it's 2 to 3. So 1, 1, then on the 4th string, and that's the second phrase. Now we move on to the 3rd phrase, which is on the 3rd fret on the 2nd string. Then you want to stay on the 4th string, and you want to go from the 5th fret to the 3rd fret in the same way as the other times. Then for the final phrase, you go on the open string on the C string, and you go to the 3rd string, 5 to 7, and this is the only one that actually changes. So the first time around you go 5, 7, and then you play the open string again, exactly the same as before, but you go from 5 to 4 this time. And that's the whole thing. You repeat that a few times, and then you get to the pre-chorus. So again, super quick, 5th fret, and then you go in to do the 8th fret on the 3rd string to the 7. Then 1 on the C string. 4th string, you go in 3 to 4. 3rd phrase, you go to the 3rd fret on the 2nd string. And then staying on the 4th string, you go from 5 to 3. Then 0 on the open. You go 5 to 7 on the 3rd fret. And then 0 again. And then 5 to 4 on the 3rd fret. So we'll play it all the way through. This is how it should sound. So you play that section twice, and that gets you to the pre-chorus, which is me, where I come in singing, using our future as bait, making us constantly wait. Now, there's no guitar in that section, so we're off the hook for a good 10 seconds, I think. After that, we get to the chorus. Where is the future we were promised? It was a long time, genuinely, where I thought the lyrics were, what is the future we were promised? I even sang the backing vocals in the recording, what is the future, even though it's the wrong words. I only found out later that the chorus is actually, where is the future? Anyway, I'm going to show you what I do live on this section. So it's basically a D minor shape on the last 3 strings. So what's that? 6th fret on the last string, 8th fret on the 2nd from last string, and 7th fret on the 4th string. That's your first chord. Now what you want to do is shift that exact same shape, but down to the 1st fret. So going from the bottom, that's 1, 3, 2. Then you want to switch to the standard D shape, which is bar across. So you want to do that from the 3rd fret. So going from the last string, that's 3, 2, 3. And then we do a slightly larger chord, which is, to be honest, I don't know what it is, but I'll tell you, it's 3rd fret on the last string, 3rd fret on the 2nd from last string, 5th fret on the 4th string, and 5th fret on the 3rd string. I'm getting there. I'm learning. Every one of these I do, I'm getting better. Well, I think I'm getting better. I don't actually know that, but I'm just guessing. So that should sound like this. So all together, starting from the D minor shape on the 6th fret, D minor shape on the 1st fret, normal D shape on the 3rd fret, fancy chord that's a bit like a C from the 3rd fret. So it goes, where is the future we were promised? I'm going to replace Dan. They have said it. Terrible. Terrible. The problem is that that vocal's too high for me, and I wouldn't even attempt it on one of these videos. Never mind sort of pretend that I can. Standard, really. So after that, you've got the super cool drum and bass section. You play literally nothing on guitar, so this is your chance to really show your moves, or lack of moves, if you're me. That's why I cut so many times on the live video, because I watched it back, and honestly, with the audio on, it's just me heavy breathing and flopping about a bit, to be honest. So after that drum and bass section, we go back into that main riff, so the riff that we've already gone through. So after you've played that riff once time round, is that it? After you've played that riff once, you go back into the using our futures bait section, and then back into the chorus, which is again the D minor shape from the 6th fret, and so on. When I thought about this video, I thought there was going to be a lot of sections, but actually there isn't that many. It's one super heavy riff, one chorus section, and now this bridge bit. Because what happens after the second chorus is we go into a sort of slower down bridge section. Now for that, I'm going to have to change channel on my Kraken, so bear with me. Didn't take as long as I thought it was going to. Yeah, so in case you didn't know, what I'm using for my guitar tone today and every single day is my Kraken. It's a Victory Amps Kraken preamp pedal. It is absolutely incredible. Like, amazing. Enough of that. So we're going to go in the bridge section, which is the sort of guitar picky section. We're going to change the middle pickup because I can. And basically what you want to do is, now I don't know the chords or what they're called, so you're going to have to bear with me. I'm just going to tell you them. And then if you know them, then great, you're a better guitarist than me. So we want to pick quite a few of the strings. Oh my God. There's not being technical and then there's saying stuff like that. So you want to go from the 5th fret on the 2nd string. Good start. 5th fret on the 3rd string. And then 3rd fret on the rest of them. So it should sound like this. Then for the second bit, you move your little finger to the 4th fret on the 2nd string, but keep the rest of the strings the same. So that's the 5th fret on the 2nd and 3rd strings, and then 3 on the rest. You then move to 6th fret on the 2nd string, and then the rest stay the same. So it should sound like this. You then move up into the 3rd bit, which is starting from the 8th fret on the 2nd string. You then go on the 7th fret on the 2nd string, the 5th fret. Oh my God, I'm terrible at this. I'm so bad. Let's try that again. So you go from the 8th fret on the 2nd string to the 7th fret on the 3rd string, the 5th fret on the 4th string, and the 6th fret on the 5th string, which should sound like this. So after that 3rd phrase, you then move to the standard major bar chord on the 5th fret, which is your 5th fret on your 2nd string, and then 7th on the rest. So you go from the 8th 3rd phrase. And that's the whole of the clean section. So you just repeat that until the drum and bass bit comes in again. So that should sound like this. So you keep repeating that, and then the heavy drum and bass bit comes in again, and you do your dancey thing again, and then finally we go to what is the last chorus, which is just the 8th D minor shape. And that's how you play Future. Hopefully that made sense. Most of it did for me. I don't know how it comes across, but most of it did for me, so that's kind of a personal win, I guess. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will join you for your next guitar tutorial. This is like the 3rd one I've done. I don't know why you're watching it, because it's just a jumbled mess. But yeah, thanks very much for your support, and I'll see you next time. Cheers, guys.